Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're exploring advertising in monopolistically competitive markets. Why firms advertise, what it signals, and the role of brand names.
Monopolistic competition, firms sell differentiated products. Advertising helps firms highlight those differences to attract customers.
Because products aren't identical, advertising can influence consumer preferences, build loyalty, and increase the perceived uniqueness of a product. Advertising can increase demand by making the product more familiar or appealing, or by convincing buyers that it's different from competitors' products. Critics argue advertising can be manipulative, but supporters say it provides useful information, such as price, features, and availability. Some advertising is informative, like price comparisons. Others are persuasive, designed to shape perceptions and brand loyalty. Here's your first question. Why do firms in monopolistically competitive markets rely more on advertising than firms in perfectly competitive markets? Now let's talk about advertising as a signal of quality, a concept that uses economics and psychology together. In many cases, advertising is expensive. A firm that spends heavily is effectively signaling our product is good enough to justify this cost. Low-quality producers usually can't profitably match high advertising spending, so advertising can function as a credible signal. Think of luxury brands, major chains, or well-known service providers. Advertising supports the reputation they've built over time. So heavy advertising doesn't just promote the product, it signals that the firm expects repeat business and satisfied customers. Next, let's look at brand names. Brands convey information about quality, reliability, and consistency, especially when consumers lack full information. Brand names help consumers make quick decisions and reduce the risk of buying something unfamiliar or low quality. Because brands represent a reputation that firms want to protect, they create incentives for firms to maintain or improve quality. But critics argue that brand names sometimes encourage consumers to pay more for products that are not necessarily better. Still, supporters say brands offer reliable information, create accountability, and help consumers navigate a crowded market. Second question, how can advertising act as a signal of product quality? When we combine product differentiation, advertising, and branding, we can better understand how firms compete beyond just price. That's our look at advertising and brand names in monopolistic competition. Thanks for watching. See you next time.